Hey guys, we got someone to see here with some of his models. He's my stepdad. Oh yeah, this is, you see how good that model is? No, get out of here. Some of his.
These are just a few. Show them those.
Yeah, that's just a couple, hold on. You know, it's only a little bit of a box there. Can't really see that, but it's packed. Every time you move another box, there's more boxes.
And they're all brand new.
Under boxes. Yeah, a lot of them still wrapped. A lot of them not because he was nosy.
And these guys, like this tank right here, made by Bandai. Can you see that?
No, not really.
Bring it over here.
I don't have my flash on.
All right, this is I don't mind my debris here, but I bought these at a farmer's market in Pennsylvania in Airville when I was 19 years old, and they hadn't been made since 1978. And I got turned on to them by a friend of mine, and they're 1/48 scale. I prefer 1/35 scale, but this is complete with 4 soldiers. But these tanks have complete interiors in them, all of them. Every Bandai model that they made back in the 70s. And here's the instructions. There's the tank, the T-34 that was at Aberdeen Proving Grounds. I know because I used to walk them grounds myself for years. I lived in Aberdeen. We're in Harford County. They're pretty good directions. And you can see it has all the floor sponson and the ammunition and the motor and the drive line, the transmission, everything. But these models were relatively cheap back in the day. And they're really cool. And I started building all the ones that I have until I found out they're worth more not built. So I haven't touched them in about 20 years. But I have this one. Hold on, I got a couple more. I got this one. And I got one of each. I got one German, one Russian, and one American. And that's all they had, and I paid $7 a piece for them. But I heard people selling them sometimes upwards of $250 a piece because of the rarity of them. This one, look at this. I had this one almost complete. Here's the floor sponson. And there's the drive shaft and the transmission and the air filters on the motor. Like that. And then the floor goes in here if it fell out. But it goes like that. And you put this together and you see how the seats turn around with it. And there's the gun cradle and the carriage. It all sits in there. And there's the engine. And they have rubber tracks. There's the little rubber tracks. They're kind of cheesy, but they work. And here's all the crew that it comes with. The gunner, the driver, a loader, and a commander. So it's pretty cool. And if you can find them, jump on them. They're worth their weight in gold. And plus they're really detailed models. But Bandai, the company's still in business. I know it's in Japan, but I guess you could Google them online or whatever. But yeah, these are 3 rare ones, really rare. But he wanted me to show you some of these other ones. This is a T-34. This is actually could have been an American tank because the man who designed this basic chassis was named John Christie, and he was an American designer. I actually saw one of 6 original Christie tanks. And the T-26 is actually closer to the Christie. This is just a muscleized Superman version of the Christie tank. The Christie tank, you could actually take the treads off and lay them up here on the side and run on the wheels that were powered on asphalt or hard paved, cobblestone and stuff. And from what I understand, they were trying to do that with these. I don't know if they actually could or not, but this isn't even finished. But it's just give you something besides a German one. Now here's a Sherman tank that I'm building. And the funny thing about those treads are, they're not the treads that came with the tank. The treads that came with the tank had grousers on them for the steep snow. But these treads, I'll show you right here. Budman bought a Lee tank when we were kids. Probably about 13. We bought him at Montgomery Ward's. He got a Lee tank and I got a Sherman like this one. His treads were totally different. And look, they roll so good that I kept them around. After 34 years, I still have them. and they roll so good compared to the other ones. But I was just, this is one of my, I don't know, it's probably my 14th Sherman I built. But I'm trying to do this one, and I want to scratch build an interior or buy an interior for it because I just like doing that. But that's, my Sherman. And this is a Kuba wagon that I'm doing. And here's a Schwinn wagon I did about 20 years ago. And I even took a machine gun belt and put it into the gun and have the empty ones on the other side coming out the other side of the gun. And I drilled out the gun barrel too, so it doesn't look all solid when you look at it from the front.
Trying to get it up against my finger so you can
hold the seat belt.
Yeah.
I don't know, right, maybe.
Kind of see it up against my hand.
Wow, that's really hard to see, huh? Hold up by the light.
No, it's like you can see it. It's just I'm trying to get it to focus.
Oh, I gotcha. Anyway, that's like super detailed.
Yeah.
And really beat up. There's bullet holes in the windshield. The bump, this brace up here in the front's all bent up. The tires are balder than a baby's ass, so you know that they're in a shortage. So this is late war. It's even busted, got like a busted shock, so it's kind of giving it a little more realism. I was thinking it maybe like the Ardennes Abbey offensive. The art Battle of the Bulge. Put some more gear on it. Put a couple more SS guys around it. And here's a Pack 40 I'm building it with a little diorama. And there's a Ketting Crad that I built. The only motorcycle in the world with treads. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out which figure to use for the driver, but as you can see, this, well, you probably didn't, nobody knows it, but I cut that mesh out.
Put your hand.
See, you can see my finger moving behind it? And you see daylight through it?
Yeah. That
was molded mesh, and I cut it out.
Same thing with these ones?
No, these came with the mesh.
No? Okay.
But see, that's got the 4-cylinder inline motor in there. You can turn around to the light, yeah. There you go. Now, I haven't detailed that like it's been run or anything, because I don't know what campaign I'm going to be doing.
Oh, there's your little
MP40. Yeah.
MP40 jumping out.
MP40 with the stock out. It's one of the newer style guns you can buy. I know it's the Ramaki Brigade. That's what I know. That's a little paratrooper unit.
He's just got another one of them too that he's gonna beat up.
Yeah, or make it into something in a diorama that's blown up. Now these two were built over 22 years ago. I did them in my early 20s. And I took a lot of time on them. And if you're going to make them right, you got to take a lot of time. This one's supposed to be from the invasion of Poland, early war, all gray. And you notice it's got the red clay like everywhere, because that's what the dirt was like when they're going into the Ukraine. This all comes apart. It's really, you gotta be gentle with it though. There's the cupola, and then this comes out. Get out of there. 20 millimeter with the machine gun, and I put empty clips on the floor from the gun, and I actually put seats in the driving compartment in the front too, and cut the doors open so you could see inside because they were molded shut.
Kind of see the seats maybe. Hold on.
Turn around and look at it this way.
Like that?
Yeah, there you go.
You can kind of see the seats then up in there. And you can clearly tell that he cut the doors open.
Like this. Look down in there. Can you see it?
Yep. You can see it. And if you look, I like the tire cover.
It's all
made
leather.
That look like leather.
Uh-huh. And I also made the front wheels turn.
Yeah, you did a good job making that look like leather, in my opinion.
And I took the figure that came with this, and I'll show you where he's at. He's inside this Tiger tank. He was sitting precariously on the edge of the back of the cupola, and I didn't like it. No, sir, I didn't like it, so I changed it. You gotta be gentle with this.
Well, we're hitting 10 minutes with this video, so I'm gonna cut this off since I still have a limit on my videos, and make another one. or start again on a second part. So be right back, guys.
Right, join us.